Good evening, all of you. So welcome to Geography Optional Orientation session. I think majority of the students are attending it online. Those who are attending online, if you have any queries, you can unmute and ask the queries. Okay. Or what you can do is you can send the message. Okay, but I prefer what if you can actually unmute and you can stop me and you can ask your queries. Right? Okay. Now you know that optional subject plays a very important role with respect to civil services examination. And UPSC has actually given us a list of optional subject, and you can select any subject of your choice. And every subject has got two papers, paper 1 and paper 2, and each paper of 250 marks. So total 500 marks is related to your optional. Now, if I read UPSC notification, exam notification, civil service exam notification, what is written there with respect to your optional preparation is any aspirant has to prepare the optional subject to a level of above degree below PG. Okay, that should be the level of preparation. Your level of preparation should be like you have to prepare it above degree below PG level. That is what is written in your exam notification. So that means you have to prepare in detail. It's not like your general studies. You have to actually prepare each and every topic. You have a prescribed syllabus. You need to actually go through the syllabus. You have to prepare each topic what to like certain extent, to certain depth. Okay, because that is what the examination actually demands with respect to optional preparation. Now, I already told you we have a list of different subjects given by UPSC, and you can select any subject of your choice. Now, there are certain factors you need to keep in mind, like before selecting an optional. Okay, I'll come to that. This particular session, we shall be actually talking majorly into geography as an optional subject. What is the subject matter? What is the syllabus? I'll introduce you to the syllabus, what you have to study, what will be our approach in dealing with this particular subject. That is something we'll be actually discussing. And also, what are the advantages as well as like pros and cons related to selection of geography as your option. Okay. And also, we'll also give you the class details. Okay. How the classes will be conducted. That also will be provided. Now, before coming to geography as an optional, there are certain what points you have to keep in mind before selecting a particular optional subject. So if you ask me, what is the most important factor you need to consider before selecting an optional, it should be your interest in that particular subject. See, this particular examination, UPSC examination, is not like other examination. The factor which differentiate this examination from other examination is actually this examination for the preparation time itself is 1 year, and the examination process itself will take another year. Getting it? So if you're actually clearing this examination in the first attempt, like what you have to actually need like what 1 year for the preparation, 1 year for the examination process. You'll be having writing prelims in June first week, then writing mains in September, then coming the results and attending interview in February, March, April. Result will be coming in May. Then next cycle goes on. Getting it? So that actually that longer time period, okay, that is actually one of the major factors which differentiate this examination from other examination. So you should have genuine interest in that particular subject, because you have to live with this particular subject at least for 2 years. Understanding it. And also you have to prepare this particular subject to a certain depth. Certain depth in the sense, what I'm saying is any optional subject, it is not like you will be actually having a standardized textbook and you will be actually referring that particular textbook. You will be mugging up the theories, writing the answers. It is not like that. You have to refer different textbooks. You have to refer current affairs related to topics. You have to refer different articles. You have to actually go through different documentaries, you have to watch different videos. Getting it? So you have to actually go through different sources. Okay, any optional subject. It is not like one textbook study won't actually, that type of learning won't work here. So it is basically you have to refer to various sources for while preparing, especially for the optionals. So for that, you should have genuine interest in that particular subject. That is the most important thing. Getting it? You should have genuine interest in that particular subject. So next question is, how can I know that whether I'm having genuine interest in that particular subject or not? For example, subjects like geography, you might have, most of you might have studied till 10th standard. And for geography, it is basically like most of us would have been following an approach like mugging up of facts and figures. Like that is the approach you might have actually followed while studying geography in your 10th or 12th standard. That kind of approach actually won't work with respect to UPSC, because we need to have a very logical understanding. We need to have a very logical, analytical approach to understand this particular subject. Then only that will actually give you a conceptual clarity with respect to different concept in that particular subject. So whether you need to test whether you have a genuine interest in that particular subject or not, what you can actually do is you have to go through the syllabus. Okay, you have to go to the topics. Okay, these are the topics I'll be actually learning if I select this particular subject. That is one thing. Second thing is you have to actually go through some mock classes, some demo classes. Okay, not the orientation, some demo classes, whether that demo class is actually generating some interest in you or not. Getting it? So this you have to do it. This you have to test yourself to understand whether you have a particular interest in a particular subject or not. Okay, so the primary factor is the interest. It is your interest. Okay, that is you are actually the decision maker there. Okay, you have to test yourself whether you have a particular interest in that particular subject or not. That is the primary factor. Second or third factor actually comes like what, where you can actually go for like what, availability of coaching, availability of a mentor, availability of study materials. These all are actually secondary factors. Getting it? But primary factor is you should have genuine interest in that particular subject. For that, you have to go through the syllabus. You have to actually go through some demo classes. You have to go to the subject matter of that particular subject and whether that generates some interest in you. Getting it? There is nothing like if somebody is actually telling you, okay, this subject is very like what, having short syllabus, the subject is very easy. Okay, there is nothing like that. I already told you, UPSC notification actually says like you have to prepare above degree, below PG level. Any optional subject you take, you need to prepare in detail. Understanding it? There is nothing like an easy subject or a tough subject. There is nothing like a short syllabus or a long syllabus. Okay, any subject you take, what you need to actually prepare in detail, you need to actually prepare above degree, below PG level. That is the level of preparation that is expected from you. Getting it? Now, another important factor you need to actually consider, you can consider, is the overlapping with the general studies. Overlapping with general studies. For example, with respect to geography, I can tell you that with respect to geography, what geography is actually a subject which has got a maximum overlap with general studies. No other subject can even compete with geography with respect to overlapping with general studies. That means you have like what, 380, 400 marks overlapping with general studies. Because if you go through the geography syllabus, you have to study environment, you have to study geography itself. For your GS, you have geography. For GS, you have environment. For a GS, you have economic development like agriculture, industries, transport, communication, etc. Some portions of internal security comes in political geography. So what I'm trying to say is, it is basically this subject has got like what, you are actually preparing for 500 marks. Automatically 400 marks in GS is automatically covered. Understanding it? So that much overlap you have with general studies, that will actually help you to score high marks in GS1 and GS3. GS1 you have geography, GS3 you have like economic development. So this is also one of the factor you can actually consider. If you take political science has got overlapping with general studies paper 2. If you take sociology has got overlap with general studies paper 1. Getting in? So, but geography, I can say geography has got the maximum overlap with general studies. Around 380, 400 marks overlap with general studies. You have it with geography optional. Okay. So these are actually some of the factors you need to consider while selecting a particular optional subject as your optional subject for civil service exam preparation. Now coming to geography, if I talk about geography, geography is basically what, it is nothing but description of different features on Earth's surface. Okay, if you actually look around you, You can actually see like what different mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, deltas, rivers, glaciers. You are studying about the physical features, understanding it. What is happening, how these physical features are formed, where are they located, at what time they are formed, by what process they are formed, understanding it. So this is what basically geography is basically the description of what Earth's surface. Okay, the physical features on Earth's surface. But it is not only the description of physical features on Earth's surface, it is also the study of interaction between man and environment. Understanding it. You're actually studying interaction between man and environment. So what I'm trying to say is, if I talk about the core theme in geography, subject matter of geography, you have physical geography as well as human geography. In physical geography, you are actually studying about the physical features on the Earth's surface. You're studying about physical features like mountains, plateaus, plains, etc. You're studying about the climate. You're studying about oceans. You're studying about environment, vegetation. You're studying about soil, understanding it. So it is basically the physical features. Now, it is also the study of man-environment interaction. Man-environment interaction in the sense, man started occupying the Earth's surface. After occupying the Earth's surface, man started agricultural activities on Earth's surface. That is agricultural geography. Man started setting up of industries, industrial geography. Man started different settlements, started constructing houses, settlement geography. Man started like what? Exploring various resources like mineral energy resources, resource geography. So this is actually the basically the human geography part, where you are actually studying about the man-environment interaction. Understanding it. What all changes man actually made on the Earth's surface. So it is population geography, settlement geography, economic geography of agriculture, resources, regional development and planning. It is basically studying about a particular region. You are developing a plan to develop that particular region. It's a study about political geography, understanding it. So this is basically what that is basically human geography. So these are actually what two important core themes in geography, subject matter in geography. One is physical geography and other is human geography. So physical geography, geomorphology means you are studying about land. On land, what all things you can see? You can see mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, deltas, etc. We are studying about oceans. We are studying about different features in oceans. You might have heard about trenches, ridges, understanding it. You're studying about climatology, climate. So it is basically, while studying about climatology and all, what is the approach we are actually taking is, it is not mugging up of facts and figures here. The kind of approach we are actually following in teaching geography is basically a logical, analytical approach. You are trying to understand, okay, it is basically this part of region, this is the climate. What is the reason behind it? Understanding it. For example, this part of the region, this is the vegetation. What is the reason behind it? Okay, for this part of the region, this part of the world, this is the soil. What is the reason behind it? And you are also studying about the what interrelation between these variables. Suppose if I see a particular vegetation in any part of the world, you know that vegetation, the major factors which determine the vegetation is what? One is climate, one is soil. Climate and soil are the major factor which determines what the presence of a particular vegetation in any part of the world. So we'll be actually studying about climate, vegetation, soil. Then we'll try to what? Interrelate things. Okay, this part of the region, this is the soil, this is the climate. That is the reason I'm able to see this kind of vegetation here. So kind of logical approach, a logical understanding, finding out the reasons, okay, why this particular thing is seen at this particular part of the world. Understanding it. For example, Himalayas, you know that Himalayas are young fold mountains. In lower classes, school classes, you might have studied about like you might have made a list of young fold mountains. You might have mugged up the names of what different mountains. So that kind of approach we are not following here. We are trying to understand, if I say Himalayas are young fold mountains, there is a particular reason for that, why Himalayas are young mountains, why Himalayas are fold mountains. Understanding it. So this is the kind of logical approach we are trying to apply it on the map of world, trying to understand like what different relief or physical features on the map of world. So that is how we'll be actually dealing with physical geography. And human geography, I told you, it is basically like what? Agriculture, resources, transport, political settlement, population. It is about the man-environment interaction. So this is the subject matter with respect to geography optional. Now, why geography optional? So geography is a semi-scientific subject. Okay, it is an amalgamation of humanities and science. So any student from arts background or science background can easily tackle this subject in a short span of time. It's like 4.5, 5 months. You can easily tackle this particular subject. So it is basically like what? It is basically a semi-scientific subject, a logical subject. Anyone who has got a logical bent of mind can easily tackle this particular subject. It's a mix of science and humanities. It's not a pure science, but it's a mix of science and humanities. Highly conceptual and logical subject, since it's very logical, easy to remember. Okay, you're not mugging up any facts, nothing, no by hearting here. Trying to understand like what? Trying to understand the concept with the help of logic. Okay, that is the way we are actually teaching the entire subject. So there is nothing to, you don't have to put effort to remember the facts and figures. Okay. Now, scope for innovation and original ideas. It is basically, I told you, if I talk about like what human geography, it's man environment, if man environment interaction, talking about agriculture, industries and all. It is basically see, you have got two types of questions coming up. In physical geography, geomorphology, climatology and all, it is basically you're studying a particular theory, you are just reproducing in your answer sheet, nothing else. You don't have to add anything from your side. Suppose there is a question on continent drift theory, or there is a question on plate tectonic theory. There is only one continent drift theory, one plate tectonic theory. You cannot add anything from your side. What is continent drift theory given by Wegener? You understand it, you just reproduce it in your answer sheet. You don't have to do anything else. Getting it? So just study it, reproduce it in answer sheet. That is one thing. That is actually paper 1, physical part. Paper 2, basically Indian geography. We have got two papers. Paper 1 is world geography. Paper 2 is Indian geography. Indian geography, it is basically the application with respect to map of India. Okay. On human geography, if I talk about, there you can add your own ideas. Okay. In order to make your answer different from others, you can give your own examples. You can have your own diagrams. Understanding it. So there is always a scope for innovation and original ideas. You can come up with your own case studies. Understanding it. So there is always, so that you can, that is how you make your answer different from others. Understanding. So that scope is always there. Then I told you overlap with general studies and essay. No other optional subject can even compete with geography with respect to overlap. So it's basically 380 to 400 marks of overlap. You have it with general studies. Now syllabus, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1, you have physical geography, human geography. Paper 2, it is geography of India. So paper 1 is more theories, concepts. Okay. So paper 2, you don't have to study any new concept. It's just the application of all the concepts and theories you have studied in paper 1 on map of India. For example, if I talk about climate, in paper 1, you will be studying about the theories related to monsoon, related to different climate, etc., etc. So just apply that theory of monsoon to map of India, you will get Indian monsoon. Just apply the soil theory to map of India, it is Indian soil. Understanding it? So basically, you don't have to study anything new in paper 2. It is just the application of all the concepts and theories you have studied it in paper 1 to map of India. Understanding it? So these are the two papers. Okay, now about the courses which we conduct here. It is an integrated approach. Integrated approach, this is very important because I told you paper 1 is world geography, paper 2 is Indian geography. But there is no guarantee that only Indian geography based question will be asked in paper 2 or world geography question will be asked in paper 1. If you see the last few years question paper, Indian based questions are even asked in paper 1. Understanding it? So you cannot actually like separate it. So what is the kind of approach which we'll be following here is, if you see the syllabus, I told you syllabus has got overlap. Paper 1 and paper 2 has got overlap. Paper 1 you have agricultural geography, paper 2 also same agricultural geography we have. Difference is paper 1 agricultural geography are studying with respect to world. Paper 2 agricultural geography are studying with respect to India. Physical geography study with respect to world, study with respect to India. Resources study with respect to world, study with respect to India. Understanding it? So what is the kind of approach we are following is, It is not like we are actually taking the module as per the syllabus. Suppose we are dealing with agricultural geography. That is a topic of discussion. We will give you a study plan. Okay, that study plan includes all the topics related to agricultural geography of paper 1, all the topics related to agricultural geography of paper 2, plus current affairs related to agricultural geography. Understanding it? We will give you a study plan. So what, for example, if I take agricultural geography, your study plan will have, we'll first study about the basics of agriculture. We'll study about important theories or models in agricultural geography. Then we'll study about world agriculture. In that continuity, we'll study about Indian agriculture. Understanding it? And all the current affairs related to agricultural geography. So this kind of integrated approach, which we'll be actually following, because that will actually help you to write answers, like any question like asked in paper 1 or paper 2, you can integrate, you can give examples from India as well as in world. Understanding it? So it is not like we'll study something in world, then later we'll study something in India, nothing like that. We will actually give you a syllabus. We'll actually give you a study plan. For resource geography, we'll give you a study plan, okay, which actually covers world resources, Indian resources, because world resources, in that continuity, you have to actually study about Indian resources. Okay, theories, models, etc. with respect to resources, application in India, then all the current affairs related to resource geography. So that kind of integrated approach will be actually said, because if you look at the syllabus actually looks like a bit lengthy, but if you see the topics are even repeating. Same topics which is given in paper 1, that is repeating it in paper 2. Okay, same. So it is basically, if you analyze the entire syllabus, you have 10 different themes. Okay, that's it with respect to geography optional. 10 major themes. Getting it? So that is how we'll be actually dealing the syllabus. Then you have 250 hours of lectures you have. Then class notes will be given to you. Dictated notes will be given to you. So at the end of the course, you'll be having 4-5 notebooks, handwritten notebooks you'll be having. Quality enrichment material for each topic will be actually give you quality enrichment material. Quality enrichment material will be in the format of question answers. For example, geomorphology. Geomorphology, you have like what class? You attend the class. We will give you dictated notes of entire syllabus with respect to geomorphology. We will also give you quality enrichment material with respect to geomorphology. That means in the form of question answers that will have previous year questions. Okay, question answer, model answer will be given. Why we are actually giving this is, see, geomorphology, basically, if you start referring the textbooks, you have to refer like 4 or 5 textbooks for studying geomorphology. So we actually referred these, all the textbooks. We have made a consolidated material and given you in the format of question answers. So you don't have to actually go through different textbooks, and you don't have to do that consolidation. Let that consolidation works be done by us. Understanding it? So it will be easy for you. It's basically you have class notes plus anything apart from the class notes, you can just refer to the quality enrichment material, right? So you don't have to search for different textbooks and all. But some textbooks you need to buy it, that we will actually tell you. For some topics, you need to actually buy certain textbooks, that we will tell you. Then regular class test and feedbacks. After each module, you'll be having like class test will be conducted. Small class tests will be conducted. Sometimes after one module, sometimes 2 modules combined, you'll be having class test. Mains test series. This will be actually also the part of the course. After the prelims examination, you will be actually conducting the optional test series before your mains. For that year, for students of that particular year, that test series is actually free. Okay, so you can attend next year's test series as well. Okay, next year geography optional test series, you can attend it for free. Then current affairs, geography optional current affairs as a part of the syllabus. As per the part of we'll give you study plan. That study plan includes the current affairs as well as the repeated success stories. Yeah, we have like top 100 ranks, rank 12, rank 13, rank 57, rank 63. The latest results, the last civil service examination, we have 2 top ranks in 100, 75 and 81. Yeah, and we have geography optional national topper last year. Okay, national topper was our student. She scored around 294 or 5 marks 2 years back. Minnu, she was the geography optional national topper during that time. Yeah, that's it. Now, one thing I want to tell you is all these, okay, these are very few phases. All these, none of them have got geography background. Okay, everyone has actually studied geography till their 10th standard. Majority of them, Mithun, he was actually Kerala topper. He was a PCM student here. He was a geography optional student. He's a doctor. Okay. Atul rank 13. He was also the Kerala topper in another year. He's an engineer. Veena rank 57. Alfred or Dina, all others are like Alfred has actually done BBA, I guess. Dina and Veena both are engineers. So what I'm trying to say is like what others from humanities background. So none of them have actually studied geography after their 10th standard. Okay, everyone have actually done their geography till their 10th standard. They don't have any background in geography. So you have like what a level playing field. Anybody who's actually taking this particular subject, everybody coming from different backgrounds like engineers or doctors or lawyers or from humanities background or physics or chemistry or English or Malayalam, whatever it is, literature background. That's how that is. Yeah. Any questions you have? Timing of the classes will be morning 7 to 8:30. Monday to Monday to Friday. Sometimes Saturdays will be there. Okay, sometimes Fridays won't be there, Saturdays will be there. Yeah. You can attend class like offline as well as online. Okay, so like but I prefer you can if you can't attend any class offline classes, you can attend the live classes, you can attend it online. That will be available. The recorded classes will be available for you as well. Till the end of the course, the recorded classes will be available. Right. I think we have like in the we already started a batch. In that batch, we have students from different parts of India attending it online also. Okay, so that's not a problem. Is it possible to get more than 330 marks in geography? Yeah. So it's basically, see, if you analyze the marks of geography optional student in every year students has been scoring 300 plus, 330 plus. In top 100, you have many geography optional student. Okay. So that is always there. Okay. In every subject, not only in geography, in all the subjects, there are people scoring 300 plus. There are people in top 100 also. Understanding it. So if you, it depends on various factors. Right. Yeah. Any other question? Any question? It is basically like ഇപ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് ഒരു പുതിയ ടോപ്പിക്കാണ് ജിയോമോർഫോളജി ആണ് എടുത്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. സോ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ലൈക്ക് എന്താ പറയുക, അവർക്ക് എന്തൊക്കെ എടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സസ് ദാറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ടേക്കൺ സെപ്പറേറ്റ്ലി ഫോർ യു. ഓക്കെ, സോ ദർ ഇസ് നോ കണക്ഷൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ ലൈക്ക് ഡസൻ മാറ്റർ. ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ എടുക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന ടോപ്പിക്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ യുവർ ക്ലാസ് വിൽ ബി സ്റ്റാർട്ടിംഗ് വിത്ത് climatology. So climatology has nothing to do with geomorphology. Duration of the course, somebody is asking, it is 4.5 to 5 months. Any more questions? One thing we can promise you, like attend the class regularly, read the class notes plus quality enrichment material. That would be more than enough to score high marks. Okay, in optional. How should third year student of BTech slowly start to prepare geography? It's basically like what you have people studying, like doing their degree, doing their civil service preparation parallelly. If you have time, like 1.5 2 hours of time every day, okay, if you have time to keep it aside for preparing for your civil service, you can attend the class online or you can attend the class offline. You can do it on a very systematic manner. Okay, that's up to you. Yeah. So what you can actually do is you can actually you don't have to do anything else. Just attend the class, okay, on a regular basis. Okay, because you have to do your college preparation as well. So your focus should be on college academics, but same time you can just attend the classes. Okay, so you'll have some at least you can actually complete that particular subject. Yeah, that's it. Is the demo classes? If yes. Demo classes, what we'll actually do is, if you can contact office, they will actually send you the demo classes, recorded versions. Okay, you can see that recorded classes. And apart from that, we will be actually putting some demo classes also. 3-4 classes, demo classes will be actually putting. That date will be what we will announce the dates. Okay. 20th will be like we are actually starting a PCM batch on September 28th. Optional batches because those students will also attend like optional classes. Okay. So we'll be actually planning to start it in October first week. So first 3 classes will be demo classes. You can attend it for free. Because otherwise what happens, I need to start another one more batch for the September PCM batch. So that would be actually difficult. So what I thought is like our orientation PCM batch. So after that, we'll be actually starting it. So then what's on 20th? The 20th class will be actually postponed. That we'll be actually starting the batch in the first week of October. After the commencement of the PCM, we have one GS batch coming up in iLearn. Okay. So we have to include those students also in this optional what batch. So that new dates that will be actually announced and communicated to you. Okay, and you can attend the first 3 classes, demo classes for free. And if you're comfortable with that particular subject, you can make the payment and you can continue the course. Before that, if you want to test like whether you have genuine interest in that particular subject or not, you can always request for the demo classes. Okay, that will be, you will be given access to the 3 to 4 demo classes. Okay, so you can see the recorded classes so that you can test yourself whether you have genuine interest in that particular subject or not. How to get Kana materials online monthly? I think current affairs material is updated in the iLearn channel. Yeah, it is there in the iLearn channel, right? Yeah. iLearn Telegram channel, you can access Kana material. Any more question? Yeah, that is always the same. GSNM and the reports okay. GSNM optional optional prepare other report and then GSNM. Illa. ഇല്ല അങ്ങനെ വേണ്ട ബിക്കോസ് ലൈക്ക് അതിന് കുറച്ച് ഫാക്ട്സ് ആൻഡ് ഫിഗേഴ്സ് എടുക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് നമ്മൾ മെയിൻ ആയിട്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് പിന്നെന്താന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ബേസിക്കലി ഈ റിപ്പോർട്ട്സും കറണ്ട് അഫയേഴ്സും ഡയഗ്രാംസും ഒക്കെ നിങ്ങളുടെ ആൻസർ യു ക്യാൻ ആക്ച്വലി മേക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഡിഫറെന്റ് ഫ്രം അതേഴ്സ് സപ്പോസ് ദർ ഇസ് എ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഓൺ ക്ലൈമറ്റ് ചേഞ്ച് ഓക്കെ ഇയാൾ എഴുതുന്ന ആൻസറും ഏകദേശം ഒരേപോലെ സെയിം ആയിരിക്കും ഇഫ് യു വോണ്ട് ടു മേക്ക് ആൻസർ ഡിഫറെന്റ് ഫ്രം അതേഴ്സ് വാട്ട് യു ക്യാൻ ആക്ച്വലി ഡു ഇസ് ലൈക്ക് യു പുട്ട് സം IPCC data from IPCC report, you put some examples, you put some case studies. So you can actually make your answer, you will be having an edge. Getting it? Adana, that's actually the purpose of the different facts and data from these particular reports. There is question in exam, all current affairs based. No, it is nothing like that. Paper 1 is, it's all about theory. Okay, paper 2, you have like some current affairs questions can be asked. Yeah, I'm talking about optional. Okay. How to effectively prepare for current affairs and what all materials you should refer, sir? Effectively prepare for current affairs, it's basically reading newspaper. There is no substitute to reading newspaper. Every day you have to read newspaper, Hindu newspaper or like Indian Express, whatever it is, and prepare notes. That is the best way to start preparation, especially with respect to current affairs. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, so we'll wind up. You can request for the demo classes. Okay, thank you.